Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a truly bizarre mystery that has completely gripped India, and it involves one of the country's most famous and honestly beloved educators. But what's fascinating is that this is way more than just a true crime puzzle. It's really a massive case study in how education, media, and power all collide. We're going to look at a recent source breakdown that attempts to connect the dots between a super violent local incident and a massive national controversy. Okay, let's dive right into this and see how a revered teacher suddenly became a prime suspect in a criminal investigation. So, to make sense of this whole puzzle, our source takes us back to the night of June 2nd, 2026 in Patna. Imagine this, a highly popular coaching center, a place where literally millions of students dream of securing government jobs, is violently attacked in the dark. We're talking 15 to 20 people just hurling stones, destroying the office, and beating a security guard so severely he actually had to be hospitalized. And then, the sound of bullets firing echoes through the area. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just any coaching center. It belonged to Khan Sir, an educator with over 25 million YouTube subscribers.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the staggering contrast the source highlights. On one hand, you have Khan Sir's public image. He was known as this amazing philanthropist, providing highly affordable education. He even opened a hospital offering blood tests for just 7 rupees and ECGs for 25 rupees. He was practically a darling of the media. But look at the flip side. Following the attack on his own center, the narrative flipped almost overnight. The very man whose center was targeted suddenly faced severe criminal charges, including attempt to murder and violations of the Arms Act. You really have to ask, how does the victim become the accused so quickly?
To give you a sense of that chaotic night, the source pulls an account right from Khan Sir's own security guard. The quote is honestly chilling. "They beat me up so badly that my body was drenched in blood." According to the source material, the guard claimed these attackers were threatening to bomb the coaching center within days. Now, Khan Sir maintained that his guards only fired their licensed weapons into the air. It was pure self-defense against a lethal threat while they were just waiting for the police to arrive. But instead of getting protection, what followed was this rapid, almost dizzying institutional escalation. The source maps out a 9-day fallout that is just bonkers. Just 3 days after the June 2nd attack on June 5th, an FIR was registered against Khan Sir. That exact same week, the Bihar Fire Services suddenly showed up to conduct a safety audit of his facility, demanding immediate repairs. And by June 7th, a massive 20 million rupee defamation case was filed against him. The source argues that the sheer speed of this sequence is the very first major red flag.
And it wasn't just legal trouble. Alongside all that, the source alleges a highly coordinated media smear campaign erupted simultaneously. News channels that used to praise him suddenly started calling him Faisal Khan to question his identity. He was slapped with the label of an absconding mafia boss. Suddenly, guests were brought on national television accusing him of illegally occupying land and, get this, even stealing his coaching center from someone else. The source points out how in mere days, a respected teacher was systematically rebranded as a criminal mastermind across national TV.
Section 1. The local rivalry versus the national stage.
Okay, so initially, official statements and police reports pointed to a local coaching rivalry as the cause of the shootout. A rival director was even arrested at first. But this brings us to a pivotal question posed by the source material. Was this intense, multi-agency witch hunt really just about a localized squabble between 2 coaching centers? Well, the source argues absolutely not. To find the real catalyst, they claim we have to look right past the stones and bullets in Patna and look at a massive national crisis that had just exploded. And that crisis affected a staggering number of people, 2.2 million. That is the number of students who sat for the NEET exam on May 3, 2026. According to the source, the exam paper was leaked, completely compromising the futures of millions of students. And remember, many of these kids come from poor families who literally took out loans just to afford the education. This massive national scandal, the source claims, is the actual true root of the controversy surrounding Khan Sir.
So, the crucial point here is that to understand the June 2nd attack, we actually need to rewind the timeline back to May. The source draws a very direct connection between the local attack on the coaching center and Khan Sir's loud, highly public advocacy for the victims of the NEET exam paper leak. Let's take a closer look at what he was actually doing during that specific time.
According to the video, Khan Sir basically became one of the loudest, most influential voices out there criticizing the government over these exam leaks. And he did not hold back. He openly demanded the education minister's resignation. He publicly called the National Testing Agency thieves. He continually highlighted the devastating financial ruin this caused poor students. He even mocked the government's announcement that they might use the Air Force to transport future exam papers, pointing out that, hey, the leaks were happening at the printing level, not in transit. To really drive this home, the source proposes a broader timeline. May 3rd, the NEET exam leaks. May 29th, in response to growing protests, prominent media anchors start shifting the blame, going on air to call protesting YouTube teachers worthless and claiming they only care about views. And then just 4 days after that media clash, on June 2nd, Khan Sir's coaching center is physically attacked. The source presents this timeline as strong evidence of a coordinated retaliation rather than just some random coincidence.
The tension finally reached a boiling point with a direct clash between Khan Sir and prominent news anchor Anjana Om Kashyap. When the media began insulting the teachers to defend the government, Khan Sir fired back publicly stating, "Anjana, you're wrong. All you do is fraud." According to the source, this direct, highly public call-out of a pro-government media anchor was the final trigger. It's allegedly what resulted in her filing that massive 20 million rupee defamation suit against him just days later.
Section 2. Silencing the protests. A coordinated crackdown? So, the source argues that these physical and reputational attacks are not an isolated incident at all. Actually, scratch that. It's more like they represent a broader, nationwide strategy designed to crush student dissent and silence anyone trying to organize them. The video outlines a few alleged tactics here. First, using the media to inject a Hindu-Muslim angle, like calling him Faisal Khan, just to distract the public from the actual paper leaks. Second, making a highly visible example out of Khan Sir to terrorize other educators into silence. And third, direct government action. The source notes the UP government actually seized 3 large poaching centers belonging to teachers who had joined the student protests. The explainer also highlights some seriously deceptive online tactics. They point to an incident at a protest involving what the source refers to as the Cockroach Janta Party. They break down this alleged infiltration strategy used to break the movement. Step 1. A political troll on Twitter sends a secret agent to pose as a protester. Step 2. This agent deliberately shouts extreme anti-national slogans on camera, like literally agreeing the country should be divided. Step 3. That footage is clipped and pushed virally across social media to frame the entire student movement as a group of traitors. The craziest part? The source notes the troll actually admitted to this tactic online later. The source wraps up its entire analysis by invoking this incredibly powerful historical motto: educate, agitate, organize. The argument here is that this 3-step process is exactly why educators are so deeply feared by the establishment. When teachers go beyond just educating and actually begin helping the youth to organize and agitate against a corrupt system, they become a massive threat, a threat that the machinery will attempt to divide and defame at all costs. Which leaves us with this final, really provocative thought to chew on today. When education becomes agitation, who really pays the price for a broken system? Is it the corrupt officials, or is it the students and the teachers who dare to speak up for them? This analysis for sure gives us a lot to think about regarding the intersection of media, education, and power. Keep questioning the narratives you see out there, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.